Hello there, I'm Boo, or Jamie, and I like drawing, maximizing my hours in all the Pokemon games to find shinies, and I like to complain about lore in World of Warcraft. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. After we've done the taming, we've done the leveling, we've done the farming, we've done the complaining about issues in World of Warcraft. And for today, since it's Pandaria week, I thought that we'd do a little something that I like to do on new characters. But first, I wanted to record this because maybe you remember that I talked about a certain belt that was still missing for one of my sets. And I actually was able to snipe it not so long ago from the auction house. Now you hear when I'm putting it on and finally finishing the set. This has been so long on my list. So now we're at 104 from 110 sets, and most sets that are missing are the current sets that I still need to farm. Alright, bear with me. I'm gonna throw some stuff back into the auction house. Now if we're selling all of this, we're gonna be rich, but I got a feeling that that's not gonna be the case. Alright. So, for this little trick, we have to go to... Actually, we're gonna go to the portal room because we want to go to Pandaria, because it's Pandaria week. And in Pandaria, we're gonna get ourselves our very own farm. So, I don't know if you know this. In Pandaria, you can actually have your very own little farm and you can be besties with all the other farmers and you can grow a bunch of stuff that you need for Pandaria cooking anyway. So, I thought, perfect opportunity, perfect reason for me to go there. Just perfect overall. First, gonna pick up mining. And mining, I think we can pick up somewhere in this town. Yeah, there is the skinning trainer. There's the stable master. And there's the mining trainer. Because usually in Pandaria you have to go to certain places to learn professions. And I also thought this would come in handy because I also wanted to get the Goblin Glider. And we have to go into one and the same zone to get the Goblin Glider and to get our farm. And also, on top of all of this, I wanted to pick up another item that is it is not very necessary to pick up, but I thought we might do it still because it's a fun little gimmick. And also, yay, level up. Yeah. First, let's kill this rare mob. I think we should be able to kill a rare mob because these are bigger rare mobs. These are a bit stronger than your average rare mob, but nothing that Rexus, Arcturus, and I couldn't handle. And there we got our little achievement and we got a bunch of loot. And now we're flying up to the Jade Mine. And there, usually you find the mining trainer in Pandaria. Yeah, because the profession trainers are all over the place. Like they are not like usually in the capital city, for example, the shrine in the case of Pandaria. And there's also another little trick. I think I put some on the guild bank so I can show you. Because there are a few things to Pandaria mining. Alright. These are mist-piercing goggles. You don't have to wear them, even though they're insanely fashionable. But if you have one in your inventory, then you're gonna spot a lot more ore spawns of ghost iron ore. And if I say a lot, I mean a lot. So yeah. Never forget to get yourself some mist-piercing goggles. They're actually something that you can do on a very low engineering skilling from Pandaria itself. But if you don't have one, don't fret. Like, I think they're maximum 500 gold the piece in the auction house. So, and absolutely worth. Ah, there's a Zandalari War Scout. These things are so handy if you're on a higher level, but I think he's gonna be a bit above our pay grade, but we can try. Nah, never mind. I forgot that we're a hunter. Okay, for your usual character that you're leveling, these are probably a bit above your pay grade, but not if you're a hunter. Then you should be capable of handling them just well. Perks of playing a class that has its own tech. Yeah, okay, of course we don't get much from him, but as you can see, you get these insignias. They give a bunch of reputation with the basic fractions from Pandaria, and they also can drop these satchels that just hold really a lot of mats and a lot of goodies. Oh yeah, and while we're here, why not try this one? Can we tame another pet? Oh, we can't. Oh shit, okay, wait. I'm, once again, not really doing what I wanted to do, but I'm doing everything else, but I think you're used to that by now. Let me quickly put these big boys on the bank. Alright, as you can see here, this is also a rare pet to tame, but this is one of the ones that you have to weaken first. And I hope that he's not too strong for us. Oh, okay, never mind. He is too strong for us. Okay. Alright, so I read up a little bit on our friend, and I kinda remember now he will continuously one-shot us no matter what we do. So what we do is we take the aggro of him, but you have to kite him, and I hope that I will manage to do that. It's been a hot minute since I tamed this, so let's try it. Let's do something crazy for once. How about that? Okay. So now we need to dismiss our pets before he hits us. Ah, shit. Now he healed himself. Oh, but he didn't heal himself enough. So let's do this. And this should be enough. And now we tamed something really cool. I was so concentrated I couldn't talk. So we tamed something challenging for once. No one can ever say I didn't try. Hutia? 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 I don't know, but it's a porcupine and it's cute and it's a spirit beast. So now we can relearn our pathfinding part 2. But anyway, without interruptions, now let's look for the mine that I've been talking about. There it is. I remembered it was very close to the spawn point of this rare mob. So just FYI, this is where the other mining trainer is. Right here. And she stands in front of a mine, and in the mine we can actually find an item. First of all, we can find a lot of ghost iron spawns in a mine. I know, crazy. But also in one of these corners there's a little treasure, and it's an axe. It really takes a long time for something not super exciting, but back there you can already see that there's something glittering. And we're gonna go there. We're gonna ignore the earthquakes. And here we have the ancient Pandarian mining axe. And this thing, first of all, gives you a little bit more mining skill, which isn't important nowadays anymore, but it used to be. But what it also does is you can find gems while you mine. And honestly, I think for the longest time this thing was bugged, because I never ever once mined an extra gem while I had this. But ever since they introduced the new crafting system and you can actually equip an item like this, I've been getting gems. So I don't know. Maybe it was something that was always buggy. Maybe you did need to equip it and the text was just faulty. But from now on I can say that I actually get gems. So I like to equip it and to have it with me. We're gonna clean up this mine really quick and get all the ghost iron, because we're gonna need a lot if we're ever starting our big engineering skilling session. And not a second later, after we teleported to Pandaria, we're going to do what we actually wanted to do, which is going to the Valley of the Four Winds and get our farm. I don't know, I didn't notice any detours that we've taken. Here we have another one of the strange cats. I still haven't looked up the actual name for, but these are made out of jade with red eyes. And I'm kind of thinking about taming one, because I think this is the only version that looks like this. And we're gonna call her Jade. We, we are very imaginative. There are also some other rare pets here. For example, there is a water strider that is stealthing and is running around the entire jade forest. And not the entire, but he has like a loop that he goes through. I think it's around these parts. And there are more than just one or two stealthed rare mobs that you can tame in general, not just in Pandaria, but in general around the world. And usually they leave like some sort of footprints, and I think the water strider does that too. And to catch him, you actually have to use the flare again and wait for him to pass. I mean, at some point we can try to do this. Obviously, I'm absolutely up for that. I remember that I tried to get him on my hunter back in Legion, and I've been camping these parts for a really long time, but I don't think I ever found him. Oh, I'm not on the flying mount yet. But since that's something that I never caught, I would be absolutely up for trying that again. Some other pet that behaves similar to that is one of the mechanical pets that they introduced with Legion. Because back in Legion, they introduced mechanical pets, but all of them had some special way that you had to obtain them. Like some of them were on a very special island where everything tried to kill you and succeeded to kill you, by the way. Others were constantly in stealth and you had to track them down similar to the Water Strider. It was actually really fun. Like, I think I got most of the mechanical pets back in Legion. If we ever have a Legion week and a couple hours to spare, we can definitely try to hunt them down. But for now, we're gonna go to our new farm. And I will try my hardest to ignore all these ore spawns, even though it truly pains my heart. Alright, this is Half Hill. This is where our little farm story will begin. And to start, we are going to this very in bad shape ranch and we're gonna talk to Farmer Yoon. Because Farmer Yoon really wants to join the Tillers, which is the big coming together of farmers in the Valley of the Four Winds or in Pandaren society in general. But he needs a little bit of help because he's absolutely not respected by any of the farming people. I mean, for once, he is a lazy bear that just walks up there and lets us do all the work with the unbulging rocks. And second of all, he is a city paw because he's from the city, which kind of begs the question, what city are they talking about? Because I don't think Pandaria has any cities. I think it's all villages and little parts of the land. But we're not going to question the world building of Blizzard. I bet there are some hidden cities that we just haven't discovered yet. Alright, Yoon, we cleared all the rocks. Thank you for helping so much yourself. First of all, we get a ton of reputation because it's Pandaria week and I already unlocked all the extra reputation that you got back in Pandaria or that you still get. As soon as you get respectful with one of the fractions in Pandaria, then you can unlock a token, so you get 100% more reputation on your entire account, which is very nice if you play more than one character. Well, long story short, they don't want him to become a tiller. He wants to become a tiller, and basically this is now our range because he's not gonna do a single thing. He's gonna give us some tips. For example, how we can grow seeds. So now we're taking this back to him and we're gonna plant it. And we're also getting a ton of experience while doing this. So first we till the soil and then we plant the seeds. We also have to water them. Did he already give us a watering can? No, I think he's gonna give us this now. Yeah. We are truly an absolute talent in this. And because this is the tutorial, these will be ready right after. Now he's gonna teach us the next thing. Because, like I already teased earlier, this is a little bit like Stardew Valley or the sort of game. And you can give people gifts and then their reputation with you grows. Because this is not just a reputation for the tillers, but tillers, they consist of multiple people. For example, sexy Gina Mudclaw right here, who we can become besties with if we bring her a lot of marsh lilies. And now you can see we can pick up dailies from all these people. Ella is also someone we can become besties with, Farmer Fung as well. And there are a lot more people. For example, back here, there is a Yogu the Drunk. And all of these people have different favorite items and you can gather them basically everywhere in Pandaria, but they don't really show up that often in other parts. But in the Valley of the Four Winds and especially around your farm, there are many of these dark spots and in them you can find different gifts, for example, apples or flowers, and then you can bring them to the different people that prefer these gifts and then you get reputation with them. Alright, Scallion. Gina wants to give us an easy time and she just wants a few scallions. So we're gonna till this, we're gonna plant this, we're gonna fight this weed, we're gonna bite into it and we're gonna strangle it, and we did it. And now our little scallion grows. And exactly with the daily reset it's gonna be done with growing. But we can also till more soil and plant a lot more. Didn't buy any more seeds, but that's no problem because we can buy a lot more here. If you've ever looked into mats, you will notice that there are some Pandaria cooking mats that are extremely expensive in the auction house. And you can basically just grow them without doing anything at all on your ranch, because if you quest through this, which is I think 3 or 5 days, you get this entire space and you can plant I don't know how many is it, 4, 8, I think 16. I think you can plant 16 vegetables every day. From then you get the mats. So our first little patch is growing. We could also do dailies for them, but it doesn't really drive the story further. So for the story to unfold, you need a little bit reputation with the tillers, which is very quickly done, especially during Pandaria week. And you just have to get the votes from the different people. So we started with Gina, and tomorrow we're gonna get a new daily. Spoiler alert, every time we have to grow something for them. So it will always take a day. But what I can show you are the gifts that I talked about. They're on this patch, the Heartland. This is always where I farm them if I want to get besties with one of the people or all of them. You can also farm all of them. As soon as you've done the first little quest chain that introduces you to gifts in general, you will start seeing them. I mean, you will see them already, but you won't be able to pick them up. Of course, I can't see one right now. If you should ever farm them, it's very helpful if you turn down your clutter. Yeah, the ground clutter. If you turn this down, then everything everything starts to look a little bit more classic-y. But you will spot the little grounds of dirt, like this one, dark soils, a lot easier. And in them, as you can see, you start finding these gifts. Right now I'm gonna find a lot of them because I'm in war mode and in time walking, and I don't think a single person is gathering gifts in war mode and time walking right now. But keep in mind, if you do this outside of leveling, which is probably what you would, other people can also gather these. I mean, this is maybe not the hot spot in World of Warcraft right now to be in, but just to keep in mind, this is like many things in WoW. Other people can also gather it. Alright. Here's the next part of our little story. We're supposed to get some spider root because apart from getting votes, we also want to clean up our farm. And to clean up our farm, we need help from all the people around the farm. And good old Gailan over there is helping us to get rid of, I think, some of the pests that are running around. Gathered all the spider root. Thankfully, the spiders were so tiny that I don't think anyone was put off by them. Gonna get another level. And he's now going to our ranch and he's gonna help us remove stuff in the way. And we're also gonna go back there. But first. And now we're gonna hand over a few of the presents that we have. You can read, they say, who prefers which gift. For example, the lovely apple, Show or Yongu the drunk like them. And Yongu the drunk is always in the village. He's always back here at his little pond being drunk. You can obviously also give people the wrong present. That won't give as much reputation though. Alright. And we have a present for Ella. We have a jade cat. But last thing on my little list is that we're gonna learn engineering. Because for engineering in Pandaria, like I said, you have to go out here and go to where Nessingberry and his hunters are camping. And there's gonna be an engineering trainer. And yes, you have to come back to learn from this engineering trainer every single time. So if you want to do it the smart way, you're gonna gather a bunch of mats and you're gonna stand there and do your skilling right beside the trainer and learn there. Oh, sorry, by the way, it's Nessingberry Jr., of course. Oh, but it's also... Never mind, I was completely right. There she is. Sally Fizzlefury. She teaches us. Now our engineering thing is a little bit buggy, but we're gonna ignore that. And of course I didn't follow my own rules, because I think, yeah, we have to be 25 to learn the Goblin Glider. How many do we have? Ah, not too few. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick session and gather more ghost iron ore so we're actually level 40 and can fly faster. And I'm also gonna send myself a forge so that we can already skill here and walk away with a goblin glider attached to our backs. See you soon! Alright, we did it. I lied a little bit. I didn't just farm ores, I also killed a few rare mobs here and there, and I was also a bit exploring. But we have fast flying, so yay for us. And now I'm gonna go back to the camp, and I'm also gonna send myself a bunch of greenery. Oh yeah, new PvP talent. Give me something, something passive, thank you. Yeah, I'm also gonna send myself a few forages, and then we quickly gonna get ourselves a Goblin Glider. So, we got our anvil that I kept calling a forge. We got a letter from Farmer Yon. Yep, we can put in new seeds in our farm, but we're gonna do that later. First, we're gonna look into the big and small bag of Zandalari supplies that I picked up from the rare mobs that I've killed. And we got lucky, we got a bunch of ghost iron ore. Alright, so now, first, some more standing around and smelting a bunch of ghost iron bars. BRB. And we're back, and our anvil is still up, so that's good. Never mind. Just vanished. Oh no. Okay. So. Oh. Huh. Do you sell any of these? No, you don't. Is this the thing that I have to let another engineer make for me? Because okay, never mind. But I think. All right. Come on, give me the last skill points, so I don't have to get myself a gyromatic micro adjuster, even though I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna need that anyway. Then give me my last skill point. Come on, do it. Alright, you know what? You win, Blizzard. BRB. Alright, so we need 4 steel bars for this. I'm extremely lazy today. Give me them. So the fun part about this is that you need it for later engineering recipes. And the cool thing is that you don't really learn it until I think Classic 100 and something. And I think you can buy it in Valdraken, but I'm not really sure. So I just made it for myself now. And yeah, I have to fly all the way out here to get to the mail because I already used my toy. I can't wait for us to also have skilled a little bit of Northrend engineering because then we also gonna get another mailbox that we can use that ignores the cooldown of the toy one. Alright, and now I'm gonna put this on our... give me that. And now we finally have a Goblin Glider. And with that, I'm gonna say thank you for tagging along for this very long journey across Pandaria. We've done a lot of stuff, and I hope that you had fun. Maybe you learned something new as well. And I hope that I'm gonna see you in the next episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. That's always so nice to see. And see you next time. Bye bye!